it, Cohen. Great to be joined by the former national champion and National Player of the Year. What a run for Jay Williams.
If you want to tell the fans more about my accolades, I'm not going to stop you, but I think the attention should be focused on the game this evening. Let's pay attention to the court.
Jay, these 10 players on the court are ready to go, and so are we. Irving. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Layup goes down. Well done.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 2. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Nets have it. Durant. His first effort off the mark. Probing the defense. Leonard, no good. Durant with the basketball up top. Down just a couple. Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 now here in the first. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
And Patrick Beverley plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Durant buries it.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Leonard. Strong finish for Paul George.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
AD with the rock. To Irving. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Durant, double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
The follow won't go either. To Durant. Jordan. To Irving. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Durant. Surveys the floor. Here's a chance from long range. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And the dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. LA Clippers with the basketball. It's PG for 2. Paul George, 3 for 4. Good start.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Durant can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Durant. It's George with the rebound. To Williams. Beverly. DeAndre Jordan rejects it. Durant across the timeline. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Oh, whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Durant. That misses with a second to go. First quarter's complete. The Nets have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
George to Leonard. DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. Durant with the basketball up top. 2-point advantage. Irving. Tough shot. Well defended. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Kyrie with the rock to Dinwiddie. Takes stock of the floor. Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Beverly, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving to Durant. Fires the 3. Won't go down to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Irving to Durant.
Number 00.
Lets it fly from long range. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Beverly to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Durant, tough matchup against George. Has a look. Spins and scores.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. scary.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Irving. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Durant against Paul George. 4-3. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Kyrie Irving, 2 of 4 now.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Going to launch beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here's Durant for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Durant across the timeline. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Irving. To Durant. For 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Dinwiddie. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. To Irving from long range. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
"17-footer at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. It's been all net so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Paul George. Fires the 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Durant. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Durant. Beyond the arc for three. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Kyrie Irving with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rises for the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Here comes the screen. Durant. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Even to Zubac. Pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Irving buries the trifecta. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Beverly. George, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
5 seconds to shoot. Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. Kyrie Irving with that shot, he's 5 for 8. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Beverly to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, you had to figure sooner or later one of those threes was going to go down.
I don't know. I'm a little bit beside myself that he kept shooting the ball at that clip. I mean, when you miss that many shots in a row, you usually try to get to the rim, see the ball go in, then go inside out. But obviously, that's not the case.
Irving smothering D. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Durant. To George. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. And it's good.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Leonard fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
3 quarters down, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Kyrie across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Irving. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Paul George to Leonard. Joe Harris tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Leonard knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Irving. For 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Leonard to Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Irving. Can't connect from inside. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Serving in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 20.
Irving to Durant. And he drains it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Leonard. Can't connect. To Durant. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. For 3, 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Kevin Durant has it. Has a look. And he buries it.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Durant against George. Shot clock winding down. Durant. Textbook defense. George knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Here's Leonard for two. Draws the double and still hits.
So deadly. Now, look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To Leonard. Can't miss those. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Hits the three-pointer.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a present.